Hey guys, Sins here for Without a Doubt Gaming. Hope you guys are doing really well. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at my top 3 guns for Modern Warfare after all the recent updates. And I hope you guys do enjoy it. We are going to concentrate primarily on the core game modes, and we'll do one for hardcore at a later date. So you hardcore guys are definitely not going to be left out with a gun guide video soon. We're not going to concentrate too much on attachments and stuff like that, although they do make a difference. It'll just make this video really, really long. Although I might chuck a few class setups in for you towards the end of the videos. So without further ado, let's get into the first gun. Okay guys, the first gun we're going to look at is the Grau 556 Assault Rifle, which is one of the DLC weapons we got back in Season 1. For rate of fire, it has a rate of fire of 750 rounds per minute, which is slightly slower than the Kilo, which has a rate of fire of 770, but is the most similar rate of fire I can find out of all the assault rifles. As for damage, each bullet does a certain health point damage depending on its range, and it goes 28, 23, 18 as the ranges fall off and get longer. So the 4-shot kill range goes from close up out to about 35 meters, which is one of the selling points of this gun, and it does really help with those extended ranges. The 5-shot kill range goes then from the 35 meter range all the way out to about 70 meters, which is quite a distance, and there's not many more lines of sight longer than this. So generally this gun's going to be a 4 or 5-shot kill depending on the maps that you're on, but bear in mind there is a 6-shot kill range for those maps that do have those longer ranges, so please bear that in mind. The recoil is pretty much straight up. It does have a little bit side to side bounce, but we can easily control those with any attachments that help with recoil stabilization, so make sure you go for those instead of the ones that help with recoil, which is basically the ones that go straight up. But you can easily control that with the pulling down on your thumbstick quite easily, so don't really worry about those ones. Stick to the ones for recoil stabilization. Okay, moving on. Our next gun is another assault rifle, and it's the M4A1. This gun was never going to be anywhere else but on this list because it is still one of the best guns in the game, if not probably the best gun in the game so far, before we start into account any DLC weapons that are coming or might be coming. As for the fire rate, it has a 833 rounds per minute fire rate, which is quite good. It's up there with some SMGs. It has a damage profile of 23, 22, 18. So it means there's going to be a 4, 5 or 6 shot kill. As for range, the 4-shot kill goes out now to about 25 meters, as it did have a little nerf back in January. The 5-shot now extends out to 40 meters, and from 40 meters onwards it is now going to be a 6-shot kill. So it has got a slightly worse range than the Grau before it, but it is still a good gun. The recoil is very, very easily controllable, as it just goes up and to the right with very, very minimal side-to-side bounce. And I think everybody should start off with this gun, as it is just so easy to use, and that's sort of what makes it really sort of good. It's very versatile in every sort of situation you sort of get it into, and when you take into account some of the attachments you get for it, it is an extremely, extremely good gun. Okay, and we move on to the final gun, and if you hadn't guessed it already, yes, it's the MP5. The MP5, in my opinion, is the best SMG in the game, and is probably one of the best guns in the game as well. So if you haven't started using it already, please give it a good go. It's going to be fantastic for you. So, into it. The rate of fire of this gun is 833 rounds per minute, and if you hadn't realised already, if you were paying attention, that is exactly the same as the M4A1 in the previous section. It has a damage profile of 30, 22, 17 if you hit the limbs, but if you hit the torso, so stomach to upper chest, it's 34, 25, 19, which makes it a 3, 4 or 6 shot kill. Now the 3-shot kill is quite short at about 12, 12.5 meters. The 4-shot kill range in this version is very short as well. It only extends out to about 17 meters thereabouts, and there to infinity is going to be a 6-shot kill. just a quick note, if you go for the 10mm conversion kit, which the MP5 has, if you go to the ammunition tab on the workbench, you can then have an extended 4-shot kill range, and then you change that then to a 5-shot kill range out to infinity, so there's no 6-shot kill range with the 10mm rounds. You do get a slight downside as you get some slight increased recoil, and the rate of fire drops ever so slightly down to about 822 rounds per minute, thereabouts. It's not that bad, so I wouldn't really pay much attention to that, but know that it's there. As for recoil, the MP5 has quite a moderate recoil pattern. It does have quite a bit of verticality to it, which is not too bad and easily controlled with your right thumbstick, and it does sway side to side quite a bit, so any attachments that help with recoil stabilisation is definitely going to help you out here. Please also bear in mind that after the first shot, your second shot does bounce up quite a bit, so bear that in mind as well, as that adds to that verticality of the recoil pattern. And just before we wrap up this video, guys, I would like to give a quick honourable mention to the MP7. This gun almost made the list here for the top 3 of my most favourite guns, but due to other little downsides that the MP7 has against those 3 other guns, it didn't quite make it. But still, it's a very, very good gun, very competitive up close, but some recoil stats and other handling stats didn't sort of quite cut it with the other guns. So, but give it a go. It is still a good gun, and you can definitely shred with it. Lastly, I would just like to say a big thank you to all you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like to the WOD channel and subscribe, hit the bell, do the usual stuff. You know what you're doing. You know what you got to do. And if you think I missed any guns off, or you think I'm wrong in any way, please leave a comment down below and I will check stuff out for you. That's no problem at all. But please make it constructive. Don't just say this gun's rubbish or that gun's rubbish and this gun's far better. Let me know why you think that is, and we'll get in there and we'll have some fun. See you later, guys. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Not good.